Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted in a while, but today it's going to be something different. I'm going to be doing a story. It's going to be a story about when I went to the mechanic. He tried to steal my bloody money. So in the UK, we've got this thing, right, for our cars, which is called MOT. You have to do it yearly. I'm just going to Google the definition of MOT. So it says, in Britain, an MOT is a test which by law must be made each year on all road vehicles that are more than 3 years old in order to check they are safe to drive. My MOT basically a couple of days ago ran out. My dad was like, go to my friend, he's a mechanic and he does MOTs. Okay, may as well. So I was like, let me text him. And I was like, hi, it's my dad's name, Sorta. Are you free to basically do my MOT tomorrow? It runs out the day after. And then he was like, okay. Who replies okay to a question? Because I asked him if he can do it and he just said okay. It's a yes or no question, do you know what I mean? And then I was like, okay, I have no idea what this means. How am I supposed to get an answer out of him? But then I was like, what time should I come? He was like 10:30. I was like, okay. I ended up not setting my alarms. I woke up really late and it was like way past 10:30. And then I was like, oh crap. So I texted him, do you have a later time that I can come and do it? He ended up sending me a thumbs up. Who sends a thumbs up? I asked you for the time. Oh my days, like I don't understand if I can come or if I can't come. Let me just go there, let me just turn up. Actually no, let me go get my mum to ring him because I'm a pussy. So I got her to ring him. Oh, my daughter's late, blah blah blah. Can she still come? And he was like, yeah, tell her to come ASAP. So yeah, I got in my car, I ended up going there. He goes to check the car. First thing he said to me was, my headlights aren't working. Mate, if my headlights weren't working, I would have got stopped by police ages ago. I drive at night most of the time just because London is so congested and I live in Central. So I was just thinking, okay, that is complete bullshit because I need headlights to drive in the night. I was like, are you sure? And then he was like, yeah, let me switch them on and show you. He switched on. Oh, I don't know what it's called. It's not the normal ones, it's the ones before normal. So they're just like the deadest lights ever. They just switch on like, I don't even know what people use them for. He switched that on and I was like, and he was like, is anything on? I was like, no, nothing's on. And then I went to the car and I was like, mate, you were switching on the wrong thing. My main lights are these ones. And he was like, no, they're your long lights. I was thinking, mate, I know my car, like I've been driving it for months now. I was just like, you know what, I give up, he's a mechanic, whatever. I knew I was right, he was definitely wrong because my car itself, when you switch on its normal lights, there's a green little, it's green on the inside. And then when you switch on the long ones, it becomes blue. So, bullshit to you. That pissed me off already. So I was just like, I'm not arguing with this dude. And then he was like, oh, your backlights don't work. And I was like, oh my god, is he bullshitting again? I actually go to the back and the right one isn't working. So I was like, you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, it doesn't work. I had no idea. No one told me. But it's not that big of a deal because the other ones were working. He ended up saying, I'll fix them for you. But in my mind, I was thinking like, I've only got money for the MOT. Like, is this shit gonna be free or not? I was just like, let me keep my mouth shut. Let me not say anything. So then he ended up asking me, how long do you have? And like a prick, I said, all day. Why would you say all day? Like, he literally went, okay, so you can wait. And I was like, oh, I guess so. Yeah, I've got nothing to do with my life. I'll just wait here in the cold. And then he was like, you can go upstairs to my office. I was like, okay, decent. Maybe it'll be warm. Mate, it was chilly. There was a leather sofa which froze my arse off to bits. And then I'm waiting. And he comes to the office and he was like, I'm gonna pop out. I was like, okay. He was like, you scared? I was just thinking, mate, you know my dad, I'm his daughter. Why would I be scared? But he left me alone, like literally in his garage. Took his car keys. But I had a feeling, yeah, that he was gonna drive my car. So he took car keys, drove off. And then I was like, you know what, let me just check if my car's outside. Go down the stairs. My car is nowhere to be seen. I wanted to charge my phone. I was running low. But then I was like, oh, let me just chill and just let it die and it is what it is. So I was chilling and a customer comes upstairs. He asked for a pull or some, I don't even know who he asked for. And then I was like, I don't know who that is. Fred is out. Fred is my mechanic. So yeah, and he was like, oh, when did it go? I was like, 5-10 minutes ago. He took ages, not gonna lie. But then the guy left and I was just like, okay. And then my phone died. Book. I ended up falling asleep on the sofa. I was knackered. I was actually so tired. So I ended up falling asleep on the sofa and he's back. And he was like, oh, you've fallen asleep. I was thinking, mate, I've been stuck here for 2 hours. Yes, I have fallen asleep. I ended up getting up and I was like, oh, you had the customer. And he was like, oh. And then I described him, but I couldn't describe him that well. Like, how do you describe a man? Like, short, black hair. Do you know what I mean? So then he was just there looking at me like, as I was describing the guy. And he was like, what did he want? I just looked at him and I was like, mate, am I your PA? For real, am I actually your PA? About what did he want? I did not ask him what did he want. I just told him that you weren't here. And he was like, why didn't you call me? Pause. I am not your personal assistant, brother. Yeah? I am a customer and I will not be taking your customers' names and details so that I can give you a bell and be like, yo, your customer's here. No. If you had not taken my car, maybe I could have switched it on and charged my phone. Oh, crap. So then he ended up telling me, like, the car is done. Thank God. My MOT is done. And he was like, but there's a few problems. I know my gearbox is really hard. Like, because obviously he's driven my car. And I was just thinking, I know he's going to speak about my gearbox, gear 1 and gear 2. Mate, I don't even... My left arm must have so much muscle from moving that. It is like the most difficult thing ever. And then he turns around and he's like, your gearbox? And I was like, yeah, I know, it's best if... Tell me something I don't know. He was like, oh, I feel like when your other mechanic fixed your clutch when you put a brand new one in, he didn't put transmission fluid in your car. But the thing is, he said, I think it's because of that. And I was like, are you sure it's because of that? And he was like, well... And then I was just thinking, imagine you put transmission fluid in and it is still stiff. I would have paid £100. I wouldn't have been able to get a refund. So I was just like, I'm not too sure. We'll see. And then he just was like, it's an emergency. And I was just like, what? And he was like, yeah, it could wear down your gearbox and like... you might have to change the whole thing all over again. And I was like, oh my days, like, don't piss me off. Like, I just spent £300 on a clutch not too long ago. I don't want to spend any more money on this car. Do you know what pissed me off? When my dad went to him, yeah, and wanted my clutch change, he ended up saying to my dad, it's going to cost £500. I was like, whoa, my car is not a Mercedes. It is an old car. It's cute. I love it. But it wouldn't be that expensive. So I turned around and I was like, no, I'm not paying that. I don't care. That's like £500. That's nearly like a third of what the car is worth. No way, Jose. Jumped on Google, put my reg in, put what I needed to be changed, and I found a guy outside of London basically for £300. But in this conversation, he went to me, you changed your clutch. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he was like, yeah, the clutch job is £300. Yeah, little bastard, you. I caught him out. Like, he was basically gonna bump my dad. What kind of a friend is that? That is not friends. It's just nah. Nah. You don't do them things. You really don't do them things. Caught you out on another lie. You see where the trust is slowly breaking down for me. And then, Jesus Christ, he ended up saying to me, my brakes have 1 month left before they need changing. That was the biggest lie of all lies that ever came out of his mouth. When I got my clutch changed, which was in April, I got my brakes changed. Brand new brakes do not wear out in April, May, June, July, August, September, October. They don't wear out in half a year. They just don't. I turned around and I went to him, my brakes are brand new. And he was like, when did you get them changed? I was like, when I got my clutch changed, which was in April. He was like, oh, what? April last year? What? Not April last year, April this year. And he was like, oh, impossible. And I was like, no, it's possible because I was there. He was like, okay, let me take another look. And then when he went up to my car, yeah, this was so sly of him, yeah, but I clocked him really nicely. My dad had taken my car previously before it went to Kosovo, yeah. My tyres were like literally like on the verge of needing to be changed before they became illegal. Like, you can't drive with your tyres, you know that width thing? What's it called? Anyway, the width thing has like a certain limit and if you go under it then it's illegal. He knew that and then he went up to my car. And before checking the brakes that apparently only have a month left, he looked at my tyres and I just sat there like, you can't say jack shit about my tyres because I changed them in Kosovo. Got brand new ones for £32 each, which is so cheap compared to London because they charge you here brand new ones about £60. So I just looked at him like, yeah, look at the brakes because the tyres are good, bro. He ended up just like looking at the brakes like that and said nothing else. I was just sitting here thinking, wow, this guy fully tried to rip me off today. And then he still tried to convince me to buy the transmission fluid and to wait 2 more hours so that the transmission fluid can be ordered in and he can do it. I just looked at him and I was like, mate, I'm tired, I'm hungry. I was like, I'll come back with my dad. Now my dad, mate, you cannot bump this brother ever. He will hustle the mechanic, not the mechanic him. And he was like, no, like you don't need to wait for your dad, like it's an ASAP thing. And I was just thinking, mate, you don't want me to come with my dad because you know he's gonna grill you for chatting shit and for trying to steal me money. So then I just left it. I was like, you know what, I'll see you tomorrow. Never texted him, never called him. I despise like things like the dentist, going to a mechanic, going to these places where you don't have the information to know if you actually need the work that they suggest being done. I know nothing about cars, so really and truly he could have sold me 100 car pieces and I would have never known if my car really and truly needs it. I really hate that. I hate like not knowing 100% and I hate getting bumped off, and it was just, stop fucking lying to me. I will always make my father go because that was just the most horrible, crappy experience ever. I can't deal. I actually can't deal. Literally. Anyway, yeah, that was my crappy experience at the mechanic. Can't believe he tried to steal my money like that. No, bro. You don't know who you is dealing with. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you found it as entertaining as I did, because I found it jokes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more vlogs and more little stories from me, because quite a lot of stuff happens throughout my day. Usually I do it on Instagram. I post my whole day usually through Instagram, especially when funny things happen throughout. But I thought I'd do it on YouTube, seeing as I didn't do this story on Instagram. I just want to see what you guys think, if you liked it, if you found it funny, if you think I should do more. And thank you for all your support on all my other videos. You guys are actually amazing. I read every single comment, like every single comment. It's my way of showing you that I'm listening, I'm reading, I love it, and I appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and bye.